sang niềm tin, hạnh phúc đến mọi nhà, cùng khát khao trào dâng trên mọi miền đất nước. Ngọn lửa xanh tuyệt vời khơi nguồn từ trong tâm, niềm tin cho cuộc sống. Có chúng tôi Petro miền Trung, có chúng tôi VNDIRECT. Ngày mới đã bừng lên, cuộc sống đang gọi mời, vượt núi cao trùng khơi đến mọi miền đất nước, để thấy yêu cuộc đời vững vàng và đi tới. Niềm tin trong cuộc sống. Có chúng tôi Petro miền Trung, có chúng tôi VNDIRECT. Bao gian lao khó khăn sẽ vượt qua, tay trong tay dâng trào niềm hạnh phúc. Ngọn lửa xanh vươn đến những tầm cao, cùng hòa chung nhịp sống. Thắp sáng lên niềm tin, PMG bừng sáng khắp mọi nhà. VNDIRECT hành trình đến tương lai, ngọn lửa xanh mái ấm gia đình. Ngày mới đã bừng lên, cuộc sống đang gọi mời, vượt núi cao trùng khơi đến mọi miền đất nước, để thấy yêu cuộc đời vững vàng và đi tới. Niềm tin trong cuộc sống. Có chúng tôi Petro miền Trung, có chúng tôi VNDIRECT. Bao gian lao khó khăn sẽ vượt qua, tay trong tay dâng trào niềm hạnh phúc. Ngọn lửa xanh vươn lên những tầm cao, cùng hòa trong nhịp sống. VNDIRECT thắp sáng lên niềm tin, PMG bừng sáng khắp mọi nhà. VNDIRECT hành trình đến tương lai, ngọn lửa xanh mái ấm gia đình. VNDIRECT thắp sáng lên niềm tin, PMG bừng sáng khắp mọi nhà. VNDIRECT hành trình đến tương lai, ngọn lửa xanh mái ấm gia đình. Luôn luôn đồng hành Petro miền Trung.
Sawadee. Are you okay after such a long day? Hope our song help you feeling better. Before give you a presentation, I have to do apologize. I'm not a chairman of PMG. I hope I am, but I'm not. Because my chairman, our chairman, he seemed not very well, so he sit over there. So I have an opportunity to replace him to give you the presentation today. Sit right next to me is Mr. Hung. He is the investment director of our firm. Okay, let's start with Petro Center Corporation. So who we are and what we're doing right now. Yep, we are the Petro Corporation, and we are one of the leader in the gas distributor of Vietnam. We are number 3 now, after 2 state-owned company, and we are leader in the center of we are the leader of the center market. So now we have 3 subsidiary company, and we are listed on the Ho Chi Minh Stock Exchange since January this year. Now our total capital is about 330 billion Vietnam dong, is equivalent to about nearly 16 million US dollar, which a half is belong to our key shareholder, key management, and a half which belong to the public. And here is our executive management team, and as you can see, our chairman, Mr. Nguyễn Tiến Lãng, the guy sit over there. He has more than 30 years working experience in this sector, so he can chit-chat with you the whole day, everything which is related to gas and gas distributor. And there are some our executive management team. Here is the whole process of the LPG industry. And as you can see, the supplier, the first one is supplier, and now is in Vietnam, the half supplier belongs to the domestic, which belong to the state-owned company, Petro South and Petro North. And more than a half, we have which come from the international supplier. We import from China, from Canada, from India, and especially we import from Thailand. And yesterday, our team had a chance to go and visit one of the biggest gas distributor of Thailand. It's called PTT. And after supplier, we have storage, extracting, refueling, and consumer. What we are going to do, we are working on this sector right now. We have storage, we do extracting, we refuel, and after that we sell it to corporate consumer, and we sell directly to the household. We have some store and some factories, so I will show you the detail later. Yes, that's all about who we are and what we are doing now. So now we move to what we have to become the leader of this sector in Vietnam. Okay, we can say we are a leader private gas retailer because we have the valuable assets. So as you can see on the slide, we have two rail at a very strategic location, and we are the only one who have the port in this area. The first one, which is located in Dong Nai province, which is about 20 kilometers away from Ho Chi Minh City, the biggest city and a crowded city of Vietnam. With the area is about more than 2,000 square meters, and the capacity is about 20,000 DWT. And the second one, which is located in the Chu Lai port in the center of Vietnam, with the area is about more than 14,000 square meters, where we can stock is about 20,000 DWT as well. And all of them which belong to our subsidiary company. And the second thing, we have three big warehouses, which is with total capacity is about 9,000 tons. The first one, which is located in Vietnam Industry Park, one of the biggest park in the center of Vietnam. We can capacity about more than 1,000 tons. And the second one, which is located in Chu Lai Port in Quảng Nam province, with the area is nearly 15,000 square meters. We can, with the capacity about 5,400 tons. And the last one, which is located in Dong Nai province, with the area is about nearly 30,000 square meters, with the capacity is about 2,400 tons. And we have a cylinder factory in the Phu My Industrial Park, where we can produce about 120,000 cylinders per year. And as you know, in this sector, not many companies can use the cylinder factory. And you can imagine that if you buy the cylinder from outside source, which you cannot control the quality, it's very dangerous in this sector. So that's why we have to invest in the cylinder factory. In terms of filling plants, we have three, with a capacity of about 120,000 tons per year. With the first one, which is located in managed by PMG, and which is located in Vietnam Industry Park. With this plan, we focus on the area from the Quảng Trị province until to Bình Định and Khánh Hòa province. And the second thing, which is located in the July port, which is focused on the biggest industry zone in the central of Vietnam called July Industry Park. We had a lot of customer, the big corporation customer in this area. And the last one, which is located in the Vũng Tàu province, which is located and focused on the Lâm Đồng, Vũng Tàu, and Đồng Nai province. Here is our market share in the central region. We can say we are the leader because now our market share in this area is more than 25%. We have three brand names called Petro Gas, PM Gas, Picnic, and V Gas. And in the Ho Chi Minh City and Cửu Long Delta River region, our market share is just about 20 to 30%. So our key strategy is to expand its distribution network to this area. Hopefully, we can achieve about the 50% market share until 2021. Here is some key financial highlight of our firm. As you can see, we achieved a remarkable revenue growth as well as the margin improvement. The net revenue growth rate in 2016 is just about 18.6, but we did nearly double last year with about 96.7%. And we hope that our WAP in July port has opened in March this year, so we expect that we continue to increase in gross profit in upcoming year after the July port is fully operated. In terms of return on capital invested, we are in the middle of this sector than compared in our industry. Before last year, we don't pay any dividend because we are quite small firm, so all of our profit we put it back in on our business to expand the factory, expand the network. But however, from last year, the dividend payout ratio is about 15% by cash, and we hopefully to keep it from the 15 to 20 dividend payout ratio in next coming three in the coming year. Here is our development strategy. We plan for this year. The net revenue is about more than $50 million, and hopefully until 2020 we reach about nearly $100 million, and we keep the revenue growth rate while is about 20 to 30%. To achieve that, we aim to continue to enlarge its market coverage via the M&A of the smaller LPG retailer in Vietnam, as well as the international markets. We aim to focus on the Cambodia, Laos, and Myanmar. And we will use our maybe state of the art of technology to supply to the most suitable product to consumer. The section 3, we give you some maybe market updates. So should you invest in this sector or not? Okay, in Vietnam, the domestic LPG consumption for the last 5 years, the car is about 4.7%, and we expect that in the next coming 5 or 6 years, the car is about 4.5%. It's not really interesting, but if you can see in the chart in the right bottom right, you can see our consumer per capita of Vietnam than compared with the regional peer. we are very low than compared with Thailand, Malaysia, and you can imagine that if the consumer per capita of Vietnam can reach about a half of Thailand or 75% of Thailand right now. See how far we can go. Here is our stock performance. We PMG stock has been outperformed in the industry. We perform much better than the retailer index as well as VN index perform. Now we trade up about the PE about the 17. Yeah, 17 PE. Here is some compared with the local and regional peer. And if you can see our gross margin and net margins compared with the regional and local, we are above the average of the industry. The last we give you the case study, and you have the free time, you can read about the Siam gas and petrochemical, because we think that we look like this company. For the very easy to understand it. Yet that all of our presentation, so we are very happy if you have any question. Okay, in terms of compared with the Thailand, Mr. Hung just said that we now in Thailand, as far as we know, you have the PTT and Siam. One of two biggest distributor in Thailand. We think that we cannot compare with that those company, because we are quite small right now. Because compare between the Vietnamese market and Thai market. So in terms of Vietnamese market, now we are in the top 3 because top two companies which belong to the state-owned company. They had a lot of advantages, a lot of promotion from the Vietnamese government. So we are the private company. We have to stand by ourselves. So during the more than 15 years, 10 years to establish and development, we do everything by yourself. We start with very small company, and now we become a leader in the center of Vietnam. So we aim to focus on the southern area, which have the Ho Chi Minh City, the biggest company. The biggest city, and as Kieu Lam, Mekong Delta, which is very promising market, and we hope that our market share for the total Vietnam is reach about the 40 or 50% in 2020 or 2021. And Mr. Hung says that now Vietnamese situation in the distributor sector looks similar like Thailand about 20 years ago. Now we have about 30 or 40 companies which are working in this area, but the market share which belong to just about the top 5 company, and now we are in already in top 5. We are in top 3 now. So in terms of the Vietnamese market, the volume is quite small than compared with the country in the region. So we had a big opportunity to grow our company in particular, and our Vietnamese markets in general. And now Vietnamese government, they have and we have a chance to divest from some state-owned company. So PMG, we have a plan to acquire, to M&A some small LPG distributor around Vietnam to expand our market distribution in the next 3 years. 2 weeks ago, the management team of the PTT, the Thailand biggest company, came to the PMG head office and take visit our company and had a very valuable meeting with us, and we signed maybe MOU about the partnership. And yesterday, our team just visit the PTT head office and go to and see your plant, the port, and the factory of the PTT. And next month in July, the first product of the PTT will be come to the July port, and we will sell the PTT product to the Vietnamese market in the center. So the first question is, if natural gas future price increase, can you increase retail selling price? Mr. Hưng says that of course we can, because now we have the factory which can maybe with the capacity. Just let me back to our slide. Yeah, the warehouse. Yeah, we have 3 warehouses with a total capacity about 9,000 tons, and because we are the leader in the market in the center, so we dominate the market, so we easy to increase the selling price when our buying price going up. It's very easy. The second question is, any plan to expand to Hanoi or North region of Vietnam? Yes, of course we have, but now we just focus on the south first, then we back to the north. We have planned in the next 3 years, we will focus on the southern of Vietnam, like Ho Chi Minh City and Mekong Delta. And after that, after 5 years, we will back to the Hanoi and North region of Vietnam. Because it's quite a big market for us. Price will going up like Siam gas. What do you mean, selling price or stock price or something like that? Stock price? Yeah, hopefully. We are very confident to say yes. Maybe our stock price will be increased in the future due to all the reason we are, in the presentation we give you. It seems that there are 3 gas retailers in 3 regions: Petrogas South, PMG Center, and PVG North. What is your competitor advantage over other competitors? As you know, in top 3 gas distributors in Vietnam right now, we are only one is a private company. The rest 2 is which belong to the state-owned company. And as you know, I'm not quite sure the situation in Thailand, but in Vietnam, as you know, the state-owned company, we have many issues in the state-owned company. We have a very huge organization structure. We have a lot of staff, a lot of workers. We have some corruption and something like, but and everything of state-owned company, what they want to expand, they want to do M&A, they have to get approval from the government, and with that process, it take a long time, and they will meet the opportunity of the markets. In terms of us, we are the private company. We just had only one chairman. We just asked him, and he said yes, we can go ahead, and very quick to maybe to catch up the opportunity of the market. So I think we think it our advantage than compared with the rest competitor in the market. Are there any risks in the business, such as change in the government policy law? Yeah, we can say that there is no any risks in this business, because at this moment, Vietnamese government they change their mind and they focus too much on the private sector. Previously, everything of the economy which belonged to the state-owned company, but at this moment, the Vietnamese government they put a lot of attention in the private company, so they give a lot of, you know, a lot of promotion, a lot of they have a lot of the private company, and in terms of the policy and law, now we can say much more easier than before. So it's gonna have very helpful for the private company like us. Why consumption per capita in Thai and Myanmar or Malaysia are so high compared to Philippines, Singapore? Do you think Vietnam will go up to be in the same level as Thai in the future, and why? Okay, in terms of Thailand and Malaysia, we are not Thai or Malaysian, so we not really sure about the Thailand and Malaysia as well, especially Thailand than you. But in terms of Vietnam, as you know, our economic just grow in the last about 10 years or maybe 15 years ago. So our living cost for the people just grow. The change, and the people now they change to using the very cheap, very cheap power like coal, fire coal or something like that, change to the gas, and when we increase more and more in the next maybe 4 or 5 years, we cannot hope we can reach like Thailand or Malaysia, but we wish we are Vietnamese consumer per capita just about a half, in the best case about 70 or 75% of Thailand or Malaysia. Is very good for us, and we hopefully we can reach that number.
How do you manage cost of steel? To make cylinder, how do you control cost?
You know, as I mentioned in the presentation, we are in the not many company in Vietnam who have the cylinder factory. So in terms of the steel price, because our factory our total capacity is quite high, so we have the power in negotiation with the supplier, and we think that we can say we can control the price, but we can negotiation to have the very reasonable price in terms of the steel price. Yeah. Can you explain more on how the retail market, if LPG gas in Vietnam look like? The full high population but low market penetration. Okay, he just said, if you remember in our presentation of Mr. Annie about our GDP, in the next 5 years, we expect our GDP growing about 6.7 until to 7.2, while our CAP LPG is just about the case of 4.5%. We hope that in the future we can maybe increase our market, the retail market will be increased, and we hope that it will be reached about 40 to 50 kilo per capita about the LPG consumption in Vietnam. We hope in about the next 3 or 5 years. Yeah, I think that's all the question.
Right.
So if you don't have any more questions.
มีใครต้องการถามจากฟลอร์เพิ่มเติมไหมคะ โอเค เรียบร้อย
Thank you very much. Thank you for attention. ขอบคุณครับ
All done. Thank you very much.